Look closely at the screen of this phone. I am going to open the gallery app. You see this photo right here? The one with the black background and the red door in the center? Watch what happens when I select it and press delete. Confirm deletion. The photo disappears. The folder is empty. Now, count with me. 1, 2, 3. And there it is again. It reappeared. I didn't restore it from the cloud. I didn't undo the action. The file system is rewriting itself in real time to keep this image on the device. But that isn't the scary part. The scary part is that yesterday, the red door in the photo was closed. And today, after I deleted it for the 10th time, the door is slightly open. And I can see something standing behind it. My name is Mark, and I refurbish electronics for a living. I buy broken phones, fix the screens, replace the batteries, and flip them for a profit. I have handled thousands of devices. I know how to wipe a hard drive. I know how to flash new firmware. I know that when you factory reset a device, the data is supposed to be gone forever. Zeros written over ones. But this phone is different. This phone doesn't want to forget. I bought it off a liquidation site 3 days ago. It was listed as a parts-only device, generic brand, cracked back glass. I got it for $20. When it arrived, I was surprised. The screen was pristine. The battery health was 100%. It looked brand new, except for a strange, sticky residue on the charging port that smelled faintly of copper and ozone. I plugged it in. It booted up instantly. No setup screen. No hello message. It went straight to the home screen. That should have been my first red flag. A factory reset phone always asks for language and Wi-Fi. This one didn't. It was already logged in as user_null. The background wallpaper was just a solid, deep gray color. No apps installed except the basics. Camera. Phone. Messages. Gallery. And settings. I went to settings to do a full wipe. I tapped General, then Reset, then Erase all content and settings. The phone asked for a passcode. I didn't have one. I tried the defaults. 0000, 1234. 1111, nothing worked. Then, I tried 6666, just as a joke. The screen flashed red for a microsecond, and then a dialog box appeared. It didn't say wrong passcode. It said, admin access granted. Erasure disabled by root protocol. I was locked out of resetting my own phone. I figured I would just flash a new operating system via USB later. So, I decided to explore the device. I opened the Messages app. Empty. I opened the call log. Empty. I opened the gallery. It said one photo. I clicked on it. It was the photo of the red door. It looked like a closet door or maybe a basement door, painted in a glossy, peeling red paint. The lighting was harsh, like a camera flash in total darkness. The surrounding walls were black voids. It was unsettling, but not terrifying. Just a junk photo left over by the previous owner. I deleted it. It vanished. I put the phone down and went to make coffee. When I came back 10 minutes later, the screen was on. The gallery app was open. And the photo was back. I frowned. I deleted it again. I watched the trash can animation. I waited. 5 seconds later, the screen flickered, and the thumbnail popped back into the grid. I connected the phone to my PC. I ran a deep file system analysis. I wanted to find where this file was hiding. The software showed the storage was 99% full. But I only had one photo. Where was the data? I dug into the system data partition. It was massive. And it wasn't just code. It was audio. Gigabytes of audio files, all hidden, all encrypted. I managed to extract one small audio snippet. It was labeled log_entry_final. I played it through my computer speakers. It was just noise at first. Static. But then, underneath the static, I heard breathing. Slow, ragged, wet breathing. And then a whisper. A voice that sounded like it was coming from inside a sealed box. It said, "Don't open the door. He hates the light." I felt a chill run down my spine. I looked back at the phone. The photo of the red door was still there. But it had changed. I swear to you, yesterday the door was shut tight. The handle was horizontal. Now, the handle was turned slightly downwards. And there was a thin, black line of darkness between the door and the frame. It was opening. I decided to brute force the phone. I put it in recovery mode. I wiped the partition cache. I installed a completely clean version of Android. The process took an hour. The screen showed the success message. I felt relieved. It was just a virus, I told myself. A persistent malware. The phone rebooted. I saw the welcome screen. I went through the setup. Language, English. Wi-Fi, connected. I skipped the account login. I got to the home screen. It was the default colorful wallpaper. The apps were normal. I had one. I opened the gallery just to be sure. It was empty. 0 photos. I put the phone on my workbench and turned off the lights in my shop. I was about to lock up for the night when I heard a sound. A camera shutter sound. Click! I froze. It came from the workbench. Click! Click! I walked back to the phone. The screen was off. I tapped it. The wallpaper had changed. It wasn't the colorful default anymore. It was solid gray. I opened the gallery. 3 new photos. Photo number 1, a picture of my workshop, taken from the phone's position on the table. Photo number 2, a picture of my hand reaching for the phone, taken a split second ago. Photo number 3, the red door. But now, the door was opened by a few inches. And in the darkness behind the door, I could see 2 small, white points of light. Like eyes reflecting a flash. I grabbed the phone. It was hot. Burning hot. The battery icon was draining visibly. 80%. 75%. 70%. It was using massive amounts of power to process something. I tried to turn it off. The power button didn't respond. Then, a notification appeared at the top of the screen. New message from the previous owner. I clicked it. The message read, "I gave it to you because I couldn't stop looking. Now you are looking. He likes it when you look." I threw the phone into a metal drawer and locked it. I drove home. I tried to sleep, but I couldn't get the image of that red door out of my head. At 3 a.m., my personal phone, my actual iPhone, buzzed on my nightstand. Airdrop request. User_null would like to share a photo. I live alone. My nearest neighbor is half a mile away. The workshop where I left the cursed phone is 5 miles away. Airdrop range is 30 feet. This was impossible. I declined the request. It popped up again instantly. User_null would like to share a photo. I declined. It popped up again. And again. And again. Faster and faster, until my screen was freezing up. Then, my phone accepted the transfer automatically. I didn't touch accept. It just happened. The photo opened on my screen. It was the red door. But this time, the door was wide open. And the figure wasn't behind it. The figure was standing in the doorway. It was tall, impossibly thin, with skin that looked like burnt charcoal. It had no face, just those two white reflecting eyes. And one long, skeletal finger was pointing forward. Pointing at the camera. Pointing at me. I looked at the metadata of the photo on my iPhone. Location, my bedroom. Time, right now. I turned on the bedside lamp. The room was empty. My closet door was closed. My bedroom door was closed. But then I looked at my phone again. The photo had updated. The figure was no longer in the red doorway. The background of the photo had changed. The background was now my bedroom. I could see my bed. I could see my lamp. And the figure was standing in the corner of my room, right next to the wardrobe. I slowly lifted my head. I looked at the corner by the wardrobe. There is nothing there. My eyes see nothing. But my phone camera sees him. I am holding my phone up right now, scanning the room. On the screen, he is standing there. He is motionless. He is watching me type this. He is waiting for me to delete the photo again. Because every time I delete it, he gets closer. And I think I just figured out what happens when he reaches the foreground. The phone isn't haunted. The phone is a cage. And I just unlocked it. I am going to smash this phone now. Not the cheap one. My personal one. I'm going to break every screen in my house. If you buy a used phone, and you find a photo that you can't delete, don't try to fix it. Don't wipe it. Don't engage with it. Put the phone in a box, fill it with concrete, and throw it in the ocean. Because once you see the door, you can never close it. The screen is flickering. He is moving. He is not in the corner anymore. He is right behind me.